Hey everybody, so here we are today in the amazing VR village at SIGGRAPH, and I'm hanging out with my old buddy Boo. It's been a long, long time. It's been so long. So, how is life? What have you been up to? You're at the mill, killing it?
It's been crazy. Like last time we ran into each other, I was mostly focused still on VFX and CG.
Of course, as we all were.
As we all were, and that's what the mill's been known for 27 years. And then in the last, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 years, I've been focused on everything that isn't 16:9 linear content.
Okay.
So anything that is at this point VR, AR, experiential, virtual, and physical experiences, all of that is what I've been looking after.
Interesting. So obviously you have clients coming to you for consumption-based projects. Are you guys also using VR and AR to help traditional production problems? Like how's the mill approaching that? Because I see the Blackbird over there, you do crazy stuff all over the place. So
right.
What are you doing with that?
Yes, so I mean, it's beyond like just having VR as a platform to deliver final content. We use it as well as production tool to do previs within, storyboarding, all of that. We actually use it as a way for clients to also understand a larger physical installation.
Okay.
Because it's hard to visualize if you're just like doing it as a CG scene, playing a movie. You don't really know the scale of things unless you actually put on a headset. So sometimes for projects that need a more architectural bent, like a giant space like this, we'll put people in a VR environment so that they actually understand the scale of the space that they will be inhabiting.
Okay.
The other thing is that we've actually been looking at game engines for production. So like last night, we won real-time live here at SIGGRAPH.
Nice, way to go.
That's right. And for that, we basically came up with a production workflow that has AR for on-set. So I don't know if you're going to see over there, we have the Mill Blackbird, which is this configurable car that we used to shoot on canyon roads. And we also have this tool called Mill Cyclops that basically lets you take frame-based, real-world lighting conditions to light virtual objects accurately, on location, frame accurate.
Oh, that's interesting. Almost kind of like what AR Kit's doing, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But as a production tool. So we're using basically, we're using game engines for that. We also use game engines to deliver configurable films now so that our post is real time.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we're rendering and we're compositing in real time out of game engine.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So changing the world.
Yes.
Little pieces at a time.
That is very small little steps.
So cool. So, you've got great CG artists there. How are they just transitioning over to VR and AR, or are you bringing in experts? Like, how are you finding the staff to solve these problems?
Right. Well, I mean, at the mill, we've basically built this as a very kind of integrated way of production.
Okay.
So we're not just tacked on like, oh, here's this department of 5 people, and that's what you have to do the projects that you do. We're basically looking at this as a way of basically adding on to what the mill already do.
Okay.
So while we have brought on like some key experts, whether it is in game logic, or with specific packages. We have done a lot of cross-training from CG.
Okay.
We've done a lot of cross-training because we find that, we're not making AAA game titles.
Right.
We're basically adding another layer of interactivity and storytelling to what we do already.
Right.
So in many ways, it's easier for us to train up our artists with new tools because they already have like a certain set expectation of quality and storytelling. That is actually very hard to train up, but these guys have come up the whole way, and our directors and our producers as well, and they all know already from traditional animation and storytelling and live action visual effects, they already know what needs to happen.
Okay,
so
they've got the eye.
They have the eye, exactly, and to teach them where a few new buttons are and to add some interactivity to it is actually the easier thing to do.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So what are you guys showing at the show at SIGGRAPH? Why? I mean, the Blackbird's out there.
Yes.
That's so cool.
The Blackbird's out there.
But you've got some other stuff.
Yes, we do. So there are, there's the Blackbird, but also the Human Race Project that we put into real-time live, and it was in the Computer Animation Festival also.
Oh, cool.
And then we also have Strata, which is our biometrically driven VR experience.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some people, and you know, like they've got the hand monitor and the head monitor going on, and it reminds me there was that old SGI like little game that came on the SGI's Tranquility, where you had to jump to reach higher levels.
Nice.
And it was just like you know,
Sounds
like
like
it came with that and like you know, Doom. And those were the two games that you had on your SGI, you know, 20 years ago that you could play in the studio. And Tranquility was very similar. It's just like, you have to be calm.
Have you put yourself in
No,
Strata
the
yet?
lines are too long. So unless you
maybe
can help me with that,
about
you know,
that. I think we can cut in.
Get me in there.
I think so.
Sure.
Because we're old friends.
Exactly. So have you seen, what's impressed you? I mean, have you had a chance to walk the floor and see anything
I have,
stand out to you?
I have to say, like, there are some common themes that I'm seeing, which I'm sure anybody who's been here for like more than 5 minutes is going to see, and that it's kind of identifying certain areas that, you know, we need to keep abreast of and work in and follow through and meet actually people who are showing this kind of good work here.
Right.
And like the themes I'm seeing are haptics.
Yeah, that's
huge.
everywhere.
It's everywhere. Whether it's tiny membranes on your finger or something that's a giant belt on you that pushes and pulls you. You know, machine learning, neural nets, artificial intelligence, bots, like that is just like that, everything.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh yeah, we have a fluid sim powered by a neural net. And then we have this.
As you do.
As you do.
When you
as
have a neural
everybody
net.
does.
Yeah, of course, why not?
Yeah, exactly. I want a neural net. Anyway, so there are common themes like that. You know, I'm not seeing a lot of it right now, but you know, AR is definitely, in my opinion, the next computing platform.
Right.
So that is just like, I'm just waiting for that. You know, we're starting to work in that area as well, and it's like we're just kind of just watching it come. I'm super excited about that.
So what do you think about media entertainment companies branching out and going into other verticals? You know, going into design, manufacturing, or architecture. Is the mill interested in doing stuff like that? Do you see it? Do you see you guys broadening your traditional reach?
Well, we made a car.
You did make a car.
Which is, yes, it was just like, we made a car. So yes, I think so. And I think that, you know, in this new age of, like, you can't make art or do creative without technology now, really.
Okay.
You know, you could, but, you know, the type of art and creative that we want to do is so tightly infused with technology. So I think that is actually a natural part of that is, well, then what about a product?
Right.
You know, so I think, yes, it's definitely something we're interested in.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with us and answer a few of our questions.
Pleasure.
And congratulations on all your success and all the mill's success.
Thank you.
Cheers, everybody.
Okay.